This is my level for computer gameplay and design. When you first load in, you can go New Game, Load Game, Options or Exit. In your options you can do Resolution, Shadow Quality, your visual effects, your sound effects volume and your music volume. When you press New Game, you can go in and type in a name, and then you'll be loaded into the first section of the map, what is just at the bottom of the castle, and you'll be immediately loaded into the start cutscene that will show you where the bronze key is, so your first key to access the next area. You also see the trap merchant in the middle of the map. When you instantly load in, you'll be told about S for crouch, W for jumping, and if you press it twice you can do double jumps. If you're meant to avoid any natural light or sunlight, so windows, broken walls or anything like that can cause the vampire damage. So this teaches the player instantly how to do crouching or double jumps in a nice natural, easy area to get used to, with no enemies to threat. And then you'll be moving into the next hallway, will teach you about the stealth mechanic. So any enemies coming along now I can quickly get out of the way of by pressing X. So if you time this right, you can get out of the way of the floating heads that are coming along. In your next section you'll meet the trap merchant that will tell you about the creatures that have trapped him away there, and he can still help you with upgrades like lift, throwing knives, upgrades to your health, but you need coins to pay him, and these may be found on dead enemies. So any enemies you defeat will drop 700 coins. You'll then find on your right the first lever to open into the hallway where you just saw the keys. And then you'll come across your gruntling enemies. Well, there is 3 of them and they'll give you 700 each. These explode if they touch you and cause 50 damage, so it takes 3 to kill the player. When you go into the merchant's UI, you can buy the lift. You can't afford the health boost or the hearts, what is the throwing knives. You can only do lift. This encourages the player to instantly go with the lift option so they can get to the next section. As you can see, there's some nice gloving arrows for any jump that's off screen, so you can jump your way all the way up here. There's some floating heads coming out underneath that floor there, and as you can see the player cannot access through any of these doors, so he only has the option to go towards this. We'll then tell you that this wall was not there before, so it must be from rubble. So you should try whipping it or using your fireball or instantly open it. Some more sunlight burning windows and your golden key. Now with the player learning that there are certain walls that can be destroyed within the map, if they paid attention lower down they would have noticed this wall. Will then can be revealed to find the other key and a chest. In your inventory you can check at any time how much gold you have, so 2100. Your HP, your max HP, your mana points and your max, and all your strength and your level and everything. So if I make my way back over to this door, the first openable door, I'll find a save point that can be interacted with E, and yes, I'll save there. Then you'll come across your first trap that will inform you this will cause major damage, so you want to move quickly using the A or D. If you press shift it will boost you. So you'll quickly be able to dash between them. And then you'll come across the next jumping section, what has much higher jumps, and there's an arrow there just for the one that's off screen. The rest of them should be on screen, so they don't need to be informed about this. Then you'll come across your projectile enemy. So you have your hard option, so you can try and fight them with the fireballs directly, or you can go behind them and cause some damage here. Then you come across your second trap, what is the spike trap. So to introduce the player to it, you have a rather easy one, you can just double jump it. And then you get a more complex one where you cannot double jump it anymore, but the player can find a sneak around for it, or make them think they beat the level designer, but it's intentionally done to make it easier in case they're on low health. And then you'll come back down through to the next room, where you'll find another save location. save here. You'll find a lever that will reopen back into the main jumping section. So if the player wants to go back now and upgrade their health or throwing knives, they can do. So this will up it by 10 health, or you can get 5 throwing knives. And then as you can see, there's a health there if you need it, but I'm going to go and upgrade my health, what fully restores it anyway. I will go with health boost. So I got 1. And the player can make their way back up rather easily now, because their boost is obviously a lot higher. There you go. And they don't have to go all the way through the traps again, they can just come up to here. Because this one is slightly off screen, but you can still see on the top left there's a jump there. I thought I'd just inform players that there is a jump before it, so they don't hit off the bottom of the wood and then fall back down. You'll find another projectile enemy just here. So now the players have learned how to do the jumping and learn the projectile enemy and the floating head. They should be a bit more experienced. So I've made it a bit more challenging, where they have to time the jumps around the floating heads and the projectiles that will be shot at them. And if they do it well enough, they should be able to hit him. Or they can go behind him again and hit him. Well, I decided to keep in the game. Rather than having him turn around and hit the player, I thought it was best to keep it so that the players actually have some chance behind him. Every time you kill an enemy, you'll get 5 throw knives. Every time you use one, it consumes 5. So you essentially get 1, so at the moment I have 2. You'll come into the next section, what is a rather hard room, so when you drop down here, you'll have 4 gruntlings waiting for you, so 4 bombers, and a projectile enemy always shooting above, so you can't just jump over them. So I'm going to quickly fireball. Ooh. And jump up here and get behind him. And quickly save. Just to show the dash attack, you can run up to any enemy and dash into them, and it will cause 60 damage. If the player is to make a mistake and fall down, then they'll go into the fire pit, but it's easily jumped out of. And the final door, was access through the gold key, leads you into the boss room. Quickly get some health to restore it, and you'll come across the boss enemy. Now, in case you don't have enough health or you keep getting defeated by them, the boss enemy will be reset back to full health, and you will be reset back to full health. But you can open this door, come down, it will drop you to where you meet the first projectile enemy, and you can quickly go and upgrade your health, because by this point you'll have enough to go and upgrade the health or get some more throwing knives. Every so often the troll will smack the ground and it will start the dropping of rubble from the roof above. Ooh. Quickly dash attack will cause him 60 damage. When killing him, you'll get the final outro cutscene, what will then show you the spike trap and the hammer trap again. And then we'll end with the night sky being panned in on.